What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is Michael, and this past weekend, it was that time again. Yes, it's summer, but it's the most important time of the year if you are an anime fan. What am I talking about? I'm talking about Anime Expo 2025. Now, although I was not able to go to Anime Expo 2025, and I hope to go to Anime Expo 2027. That's right, I am planning it out. I plan to go to Anime Expo 2027, but I know what you're thinking. You're like, Michael, why aren't you going to go next year? Well, I got something I got to do next year for sure. But I want to go to Anime Expo 2027 because what I want to do is I want to just, obviously, honestly, save up the money to do it. But I also want to make sure that I'm in good health before I do it. And yeah, and just, it's a goal. It's definitely a goal that, I'm going to work towards. But anyway, let's talk about 2025. We'll leave 2027 alone for a little bit, but let's talk about 2025. Let's talk about some of the announcements we got from Anime Expo 2025. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're saying, Michael, if you didn't go to Anime Expo 2025, how do you know about all the announcements? Well, funny you should ask, because Anime Expo also does a live stream on their YouTube channel, which is literally called Anime Expo, and it's called Anime Expo Lite. They do a bunch of interviews with some of their guests of honor. So from anime specialists in the industry, from creators to artists to animators to voice actors, they do it all. And the cool thing about Anime Expo Lite is it makes you feel like you're attending the convention even though you're watching it from home. And they take you into the cool panels and you get to learn all the updates, right? So I got a few updates here that I remember. And I say that I remember because there's a lot of them, and so there might be some that I forget. And if you, my loyal audience, if you went to Anime Expo 2025 and I missed something in this video regarding anime news or any announcements, feel free to leave me a comment below and tell me what I missed, okay? Or if you also went to Anime Expo 2025, let me know how was your experience? How was your adventure? What did you do? What did you see? Did you enjoy it? All that good stuff. All right, but enough about that. Let's get into it. So, first thing is, I want you guys, everybody in the dojo, get out your phones, get out your calendars. Come on. I know you can do it. And I want you to mark this date, okay? October 29th. We're finally getting it. Now, if you are a Chainsaw Man, this is what we're talking about. If you're a Chainsaw Man type of person, we're getting the movie, Chainsaw Man the movie, you hear me, in October of this year, October 29th. And it's going to be really, really cool. Saw the trailer at on the live stream. It was super cool, and I'm looking 100% for it. They also revealed that the same Japanese band or artist that did the opening for Chainsaw Man will be doing the opening again for not only the movie, but a possible season 2. So I think that's pretty cool. All right, so that's Chainsaw Man. So we got that coming. All right. Next up, this goes to one of my favorite anime. And if you guys, and I know most of you guys have Netflix, but if you guys have seen Cyberpunk Edge Runners, I remember, I think it was either last year or the year before, we actually did a review on the channel right here. You can go see it. Um, and talking about Edge Runners. Well, guess what, guys? Did you think the story was over? It's not. That's right. We're getting Edge Runners Season 2. Cyberpunk Edge Runners Season 2 will be on Netflix. Now, we don't have a date, but the trailer is out. I actually watched the teaser trailer this morning at Anime Expo. I do not believe that they showed a trailer, but I could be wrong. But I saw the trailer this morning. It looks super sweet, looks super awesome, and I can't wait to see what the animators and what the creators have in store for that. Okay. Now, another Netflix show. Let's keep the theme going here. We're getting season 3 in December of this year, December 2025. We're getting The Record of Ragnarok season 3. And that is going to be super cool. Now, if you know about Record of Ragnarok, or even if you don't, I highly recommend you go watch it. A quick synopsis of Record of Ragnarok, and basically, it is a tournament between heroes or villains in or iconic figures in humanity's history, in humanity's past, going up against the gods of, well, basically different religions of everything. So you've got the Greek gods, you've got the Roman gods, you've got, well, essentially the Greek gods and the Roman gods, but you know what I mean, just basically the gods. Basically, the gods have felt that humanity is no longer worthy enough to inherit the earth, and so basically the gods are like, we need to get rid of humanity, and also too because humans have literally stopped kind of praying to the gods. And so the gods are tired of this, and they're tired of humans, so they're like, okay, well, we're just going to wipe them out. It isn't until the Valkyries basically convince the gods to hold a tournament, let the humans prove their worth to the gods, and if the humans win, they are allowed to live freely and their future is safe. But if the gods win, then Ragnarok will occur. So, cool anime. It's awesome, and it's awesome that we're getting a season 3 for that. Okay, next up, how many of you enjoyed Classroom of the Elite? Now, you know that on this channel, I think it was last year or the year before, we actually did do a video talking about Classroom of the Elite. Well, guys, we're getting a season 4 of Classroom of the Elite, and I think that's really cool. Classroom of the Elite was one of my favorite anime, and I'm looking forward to this, to see what Class D gets, to see what they get involved with, to see what they get into. So I think that's going to be really fun and really cool. All right, so we got those out of the way. Now, one of the things that I also saw on the Anime Light, or the Anime Expo Light stream, was Thursday, which I think this was really cool. They had a Aniplex 20th anniversary celebration, and so they went into Aniplex, which is an anime studio. So we went back through the last 2 decades of Aniplex. So we went through Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. We went through Gurren Lagann. We went through Sword Art Online. We went through a bunch of different titles. And also, we talked about some of the new titles. One that I'm sure most anime fans are familiar with right now is Windbreakers, which I did not know that they did, that Aniplex did Windbreakers. So that's pretty cool. I'm enjoying Windbreakers Season 2. I actually binged Windbreakers. I've been binging Windbreakers, so can't wait for the newest episode to come out. And they've also done an anime that I actually started watching thanks to Anime Expo, which is called Mono. And I am enjoying it so far. It's about these 2 girls who are interested in photography. They join the photography club, and um, when their senior graduates, it's up to them to keep the photography club alive. So far, so I'm enjoying it, and it's a cool little series. Don't worry, I'll have a review for it. So that was that. Um, all right, now let's talk about some other things that I know. Now this stuff, um, I didn't really get to see at or during the live stream, excuse me, because Crunchyroll basically what they did was they kind of blocked some of it for like their new premieres. So one of the things I do know we're getting, if you're a fan of Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation, have no fear. Season 3 is on the way. That it looks really super cool. So we're finally gonna know what our boy Rudius, Grey Rat, and his family are up to after the events of season 2. Um, and hopefully his mom will regain her memory, and we'll just have to see how that goes. Right. Next up, we have. Let's see. I wanted to mention that. What else? What else do we have? What else? What else are we getting? What else? We're getting another season next year, coming next year, of Reincarnated as a Sword. It's a nice little anime. Obviously, you guys know if you're big Frieren fans, Frieren season 2 is coming out next year. Bleach Thousand Year Blood War arc is coming out next year. So that's going to be really cool. We know that Dandadan season 2 is out now. Go check it out. It is awesome. Got some other anime too that I was watching. Let's see what else. I know I don't know how to say it. Oh, Gotana. No, Gochitana. I started watching this show called Gachitana, and yesterday it's really super cool. Episode 1 is out, looks awesome. It's kind of like a new phase right now, but that's pretty cool. Um, Quick synopsis is in a floating city. Basically, if you are a criminal, you're sent to the slums essentially, and if you do really bad, well, then you're basically thrown off and sent into the pit. The only difference is the pit isn't just a landfill for filthy trash and dirty people. It's legit hell. And so this boy Rudo is framed for murder and is sent to this pit. Now it's up to him to find a way out, to fight all the monsters and make those who are corrupted who threw him down in the pit, make them, well, let's just say take his revenge. But anyway, it looks super sweet, it looks super cool, and I'm excited, I'm enjoying it. So, okay. That's one. Next one. Where are my JoJo fans at? Where are you? I know you guys are out there in the dojo. Where are my JoJo fans? It's time to talk about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. This news comes to me by way of my friend. My friend actually called me yesterday. And he was so excited. We don't know when it's coming, but we do know that it is in production. I'm gonna say that. I don't want to lie to you guys, but we know something's up. We got a little hint. But part 7, Steel Ball Run, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 7 is coming. So I hope you enjoy. So I will definitely be on the lookouts for that, to bring that to you guys. And then finally, the news that I'm going to report on before we get into some other stuff is we got a teaser trailer, and I'm pretty sure it's out there on YouTube, for Black Clover. I don't want to say it's season 2 or season 3. I'm just gonna say it's more Black Clover. we'll just say we're getting more Black Clover. Obviously, it's been suspected that we were getting more, but now it's confirmed we are getting more. There is a teaser trailer out there on YouTube. I highly recommend you go watch it. I'll go watch it later this afternoon because I am enjoying Black Clover. So for all you Black Clover fans, we're not done yet. Our journey to become the Wizard King is still going. So that'll be really fun to see how that plays out. All right. So those are all the anime news that I have for you. And like I said earlier in the video, if you guys went to Anime Expo and you know something that I missed or something that I don't know, feel free to share it in the comments below. I look forward to reading your comments and hearing what you guys have to say. So, and I definitely want to hear about your adventures going to Anime Expo. I want to hear your experience. I want to know what you saw. I want to know what you ended up buying, what merch you got, how long were the lines? Did you have to wait long? What did you do? So I want to hear all that. So before I end this video, I want to talk about something that was really cool on Saturday night, besides the masquerade, because the masquerade was pretty cool. Had some pretty cool costumes. Saturday night, they had a special panel celebrating Mobile Suit Gundam G-Quux. And I was watching some of it. I was watching most of it, actually. I was having fun watching it. And it was really pretty cool. And it really got me wanting to watch Gundam G-Quux. I hadn't watched Gundam G-Quux. I'd started it. And this motivated me to watch it. I love the soundtrack. I love the action. They had the Japanese voice actors there for the characters from Gundam G-Quux. They had the actual, the band that performed the opening theme song to G-Quux, as well as one of my favorite VTubers. I say one of, she's not my favorite, but one of my favorites. She's pretty high up there. They had a special message from Hashimashi Suisei from Hololive Production. Send a little message, and if you don't know, Hashimashi Suisei is a virtual YouTuber, as again with Hololive. Hololive is a company under the Cover Corp company, and they do games and stuff like that, but mostly Hololive is VTubers. Okay, but what makes this so special is that if you don't know, Hashimashi Suisei, she did the ending theme song for Gundam G-Quux, and it was really super cool to see Suisei send a message to all the fans, basically saying thank you for enjoying. I didn't read the subtitles. I couldn't read the subtitles. But they talked about Gundam G-Quux, they talked about the story, they talked about how awesome it was, and then what was really cool is, I guess, I don't want to say after the panel, but I guess, let's say at the end of the panel, what was really cool is they did a special concert, singing songs from the artists who came together to do the soundtrack for G-Quux, and so that was really cool. It was a really cool concert to see. A lot of action this year at Anime Expo 2025. It was really cool to watch it. After the live stream was over yesterday, I admit I was sad because that adventure, that journey was over. But hey, what we did get out of it is, sure, even though the convention is over and some of you are maybe tired right now and you got a little bit of con crud or a little bit of con depression because you had so much fun at Anime Expo 2025, but at least we could say we're getting some new anime, we got some new announcements, we got some trailers, and it is going to be awesome. If there's one thing I can say after hearing all the stories and seeing all the stuff at Anime Expo, there's no doubt in my mind that anime is on the rise. Anime is growing in popularity. Anime gets new fans every day, which I'm so glad for. And more importantly, Anime Expo, I'll say, is probably the most brightest star in the anime universe. You'll know the reference. Anyway, guys, that's enough out of me. I hope you enjoyed this video today. Please leave me a like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when I make another video. And I will see you in the next video. Until then, remember, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, go make it an anime day. And I'll see you later. Bye.